It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC North. It's the Steelers and the Bengals, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Taking in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his 3rd season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
One comeback player of the year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Here we go. Now it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1. To go. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the 2nd half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Pickett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, Charles, we take a look here at the draft class for this offense. Overall, what are your thoughts?
Well, you know the fans don't want to hear it, but it always takes 2, 3, 4 years until we know whether a draft class has truly panned out or not. And when you take a quarterback in the 1st round, everybody wants him on the field right away. But the best thing is if you can play the long game with him, give him a chance to get seasoned before he has to play.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Bengals drive about to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
11 MP. 11 lining. 11 MP.
A toss left. Mixon. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time into Cincinnati.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Once again, they run with Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. T.J. Watt, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow, he gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks him. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I've seen from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in Week 1. And it's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Now Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Pickett down. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll put the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. T.J. Watt in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. A little juke. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. They still can't get him. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd down, Burrow. He's got Chase on the comeback route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Hey, we gotta keep scoring.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep him off the scoreboard here.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action Week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals.
Pickett lost it, and the Bengals grab it. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
I'm wondering.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From midfield now, Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he fires one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. So how about that? You draft him in the first round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, You got to make sure of what you're doing.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yeah, pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Back to throw, Pickett. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to pull it off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals... once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. .35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps.
This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Are you going to try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Throwing again, it's Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Mixon will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pittsburgh offense. Back out. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Pickett now on first down. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught at the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now, here come the Bengals. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
On 1, ready?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. 11.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. 7th play in the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down 24-14. A little under 30 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Now Pickett. That's to Freiermuth. And brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled inbounds, that clock is moving. Pickett to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward.